If your EuroStep looks like this, I'm going to show you how to fix it today. You ready? Let's go. The EuroStep, it is one of the key movements that scorers need to master in order to finish better at the rim. It's so evasive that it throws the defender off, but it's also quite hard to do if you haven't mastered the movements. There are some finer points that a lot of athletes are leaving out. Like and subscribe when trying to master the EuroStep. So let's talk about them. The very first basic of the EuroStep is that you have to start with the lead foot being on the same side as the ball. If I'm dribbling with my right hand, my right foot is going to be my lead foot. Boom, boom, okay? I'm not ever going to dribble on one side and the lead foot be the opposite foot, okay? That is going to have you doing something very awkward that's a little bit more like a hesitation move. So your very first tip is to always have your first step of your Euro with the same foot that's on the ball side. Next, let's talk about the load step, because I see so many athletes forgetting to load their foot, and it's really a concept of balance. You see this, that is not a Euro step and often results in a charge. You want to have a low load of this foot where you're almost into a single leg squat, okay? So when I come here, I'm going to load and then push to the other side. I call it load, then spring. So you want to load, spring, and then finish up at the rim, but we'll talk about that more later. The main thing I want you to focus on is landing and sticking on that load foot. Another reason you want the load foot is because it gives the defense the opportunity to bite. You want to aim that load foot just outside the hips of the defender. Boom, defender's going to come here. Then I'm going to spring here for the finish. Here it is from a straight ahead view so you can kind of get the concept of the load foot a little better. The next major topic we've got to discuss is going side to side versus straight ahead. Too often players are coming down and they're just going straight ahead on their Euros. Here, boom, boom. There's not that load step that's on the outside of the defender's body. You want to load and get to the side on a Euro, okay? So not here, 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 if that makes sense. So here's an example of a straight ahead Euro. It may be effective against not very good defense, but the purpose of the Euro is to provide a misdirection step. Again, I call it a load step, in order to get the defender to shift. Also, don't forget the importance of the pause after the load step in order to give the defender the opportunity to shift. Now that we've talked about the lead foot, the load step, and going side to side rather than straight ahead, we've got to discuss ball protection. Too often, athletes are keeping the ball at hip height and keeping it right in the center of their body. So their Euro looks like this, and then they're going up to finish. Here it is in real time. So you can see how this ball is still exposed here, here. That is not good ball protection on a Euro. What you actually want to do is have the ball go from one hip to the other, okay? So that ball goes over the defender's hands, a high rip or low rip under the knee, okay? So it looks like this. The reason why this is difficult is because most players aren't used to finishing from the hip. They're used to finishing from the center of their body. So they naturally want to half protect the ball and finish from here rather than clearing the ball past the defense and finishing from here. I'll do it one more time just to show you. The last and possibly most important aspect of the Euro is the finishing angle. It is so important that you finish high at the top of the square. Why? Because the Euro naturally creates an off-balance shot. So as I'm off balance, I don't want to get my shot blocked by finishing low at the rim. I want to finish high at the square so this defender I just left behind can't block my shot. So what you want to work on is after your side-to-side movement, you get that ball to the top of the square here, rather than finishing low like that. That low finish creates an angle where the shot can be more easily blocked. A lot of times players are thrilled just to be clear of the defender that they forget the importance of the finish itself. Now, you may be wondering, how do I practice this? What's the best way to properly develop my EuroStep? And all you have to do is side-to-side bounds with a pause step. So we're just going to load, pause, pause, work on our balance, here, 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 here. And you just want to make sure you're getting side to side, exaggerating that movement, exaggerating the ball clearance, getting that ball from one hip to the other, and then work on your finish. So I hope this helps you master your EuroStep. And remember, guys, access to all of our equipment as well as our on-demand programs are available in the description below. Thanks for watching.